Hey guys, Brad coming at you here with a little surprise mail day here I got from a tuber that I did not know yet, so that's always cool. Lovely meeting the new guys. But yeah, I guess he just sent me a package out of the blue. I didn't even know who he was, to be honest with you. But now I do. Been watching his vids, always picks up sick stuff. It's EasternCTSportscards, Mike. So I'll have his link below. The new guy, everyone go check him out. Get him some subs. He's been making actually quite a bit of videos and picked up a lot of sick stuff. So definitely go check him out. He sent a note along. He says, I love your videos, man. I'm still fairly new to the YouTube community, but I wanted to send some things your way. Dave from Dave's Midlife Card Crisis gave me your info. Hope this can add to your collection. All the best, Mike. Appreciate it, buddy. So yeah, I just picked out some of the stuff I didn't have here. First up, we got a Topps Chrome rookie, but this is the variation one I didn't have. I had the regular one, but this is the variation one, and I didn't have that one. So bam, Landry, good rookie season. Definitely looks like a guy, barring injury, should be around a while. And then this one out of Topps Prime. I didn't have any Topps Prime stuff. Landry rookie. And nice Platinum rookie. Also don't have any Platinum yet. I noticed Landry is in contenders, but he's what you call it, redemption. So yeah, I don't know. It's just hard for me to buy a redemption. Anybody else have that problem? Because a cracked ice redemption came up, like a buy now best offer, and I thought about offering on it, but I'm like, I just don't want to buy a redemption. Why can't I buy a redemption? I don't know. I just don't feel right about it. Anyways, off on the tangent there. And then this is nice, the green from this year's Topps Chrome. I believe the greens are one per box out of this year's. Of Ryan Tannehill. Nice. And then out of Topps Finest, this is the refractor. Jarvis Landry. And then the blue wave from Topps Chrome, Mr. Brian Hartline, who actually had an off season this year, really. Part of that was due to Landry stealing some of his stuff, but Brian Hartline, blue wave. And then the last two, this one, Topps Chrome on-card autograph, numbered to 600, of Deion Jordan, who is a make it break it next year. So, oh, and a duck. What up, James? Now, see, as most of you know, I live in Ohio, but I am not a Buckeye fan. So I want to thank Oregon very much for the stuff I have to hear for the next year. Thanks a lot, Oregon, for showing up. Ugh. People felt sorry for James. Feel sorry for me. I got to live here and hear it for the next year. But honestly, the Buckeyes, they were just a better team, man. There wasn't even close. Oregon had a couple drops early in the game on third down that really just cost them. And after that, it was all Buckeyes. The Buckeyes even literally kept trying to hand them the ball. But they had like 4 turnovers. Still didn't matter. I mean, they were just a better team. They dominated the line of scrimmage for most of the game. So, yeah. And Mariota, this ain't a one-game thing. I think I've said this before. He's not an NFL quarterback. If he gets taken number 1, someone's going to get fired. Just saying. You know. I think I've said that before, but so this ain't just off one game. You know, some people are stupid and say off one game. He's just not an NFL quarterback. But anyways, the last card, SP Authentic Rookie Patch Autograph. Sick patch, Mike Gillislee. Numbered to 650. Look at that patch. This guy's interesting because I doubt we bring Noshawn Moreno back again. So there's going to be a running back slot open. So if he can stay healthy, I'm interested to see, because at least we kept the same regime around, if he is going to get that job or not, the backup job to Miller. So we'll see with him. But Mike, appreciate it, man. unexpected. I'll have his link below. Go check him out. New guy, newer guy, you know. So, thank you, sir. And now on to the little recap from Sunday, Saturday and Sunday. Baltimore, New England, closer game than I thought. Remember, I thought all the favorite teams would win and all did but one, but I actually thought this would be like a 10-point or more game. But, yeah, you know, Pats were just a little bit better team. The Ravens secondary just stinks. Their front seven's good. So Patriots were smart and said, you know what, we're not even running the ball. We're not even going to bother. And Tom Brady shredded them. You know, Flacco did what he could, but threw 2 picks in the second half. You know, and the Pats were just a little better team. There ain't a whole lot to say. And then the other Saturday one, Seahawks, Panthers, was the only what you call blowout. And they're basically mirror images of each other, but Seattle just does it way better. You know, and Russell Wilson was balling. Just saying. That guy's been balling. You know, he has average wide receivers. The running game really wasn't working until the second half. And he was balling. So, got to give Russell Wilson a lot of credit. He's been better than I thought he would be. I knew he'd be good because when you're just good everywhere you go, usually it just follow you. But he's been even better than I thought he would be. He's not just a caretaker. He wins them games, you know. So Russell Wilson deserves some credit. And then, what was the next one? The Packers-Cowboys. Oh, how the call sometimes goes your way. Now, here's the deal with the Dez Bryant thing. Letter of the law, it's not a catch. I know it feels like a catch. It even kind of looks like a catch. I think I want it to be a catch. But letter of the law, it's not a catch. I don't think many people like it. It's like the tuck rule. It's there. We know it. We don't like it. The tuck rule, it feels like a fumble. That, it feels like a catch. I know it sucks, but letter of the law, they got it right. But the key point in that game that it seems like no one talks about is before the half. Okay? It's 14-7. They throw a pass to Jason Witten. They get him the first down, which he was clearly short. They reviewed it, put it back, made it 4th and 1. Dan Bailey, most accurate field goal kicker in NFL history, missed one the week before, too, by the way. Misses the field goal with, like 40 seconds left, give or take. So instead of going up 17-7 into halftime, with all the momentum, having the Packers on the ropes, Aaron Rodgers throws a deep pass to Cobb, they kick a field goal, it's 14-10 instead of 17-7. Right there, I thought was where the game was really changed, right there, in my opinion. And everyone's like, oh, the call cost the Cowboys the game. There was still like 3 or 4 minutes left, and the Cowboys defense, for some reason, played aggressive on the receivers all game. Then, like, middle of the third quarter, all of a sudden they played back, and Rodgers like, oh, here's a 7-yard pass, here's a 7-yard. You can't do that. I don't know why they switched up all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden the Packers started moving the ball. And they never blitzed hardly Rodgers at all. He couldn't move, so you didn't have to worry about his magicianal skills that he shows all the time, which is why you don't want to blitz him a lot of times. You didn't have to worry about that. Instead, they played back and said, oh, here's a 5-yard route, here's a 7-yard route. And he was like, thank you, you know. So the Cowboys, Rod Marinelli screwed the pooch on that one, on defense, you know. So even if the Cowboys would have scored, everyone in the world knows the Packers were going to go down and get at least a field goal to tie it up or win or whatever. But anyways, that's my thought on that. It was a good game, you know. The Rodgers injury, you could tell, does affect him, though. He could still throw the ball fine. It's just he doesn't have the magicianal skills he normally does. So, and then the last one, which I got to eat some crow on this one because no one's been a bigger, I don't want to say hater of the Colts. I don't hate the Colts. I want the Colts to do well. But I basically thought they were frauds. I didn't think they were very good, quite frankly. And I've said it most of the year. But I got to give them props because that was the most impressive defensive performance. They tackled great. They had the perfect game plan. They jammed the receivers. Thank you, finally. They made Peyton Manning throw the ball past 10 yards, and he couldn't do it. Plain and simple. And they stopped the run. So, if the Colts defense can come up with one more performance like that, they have a shot against the Pats, but I don't know. But that was an impressive performance. The offense was solid. The bad call, though, in that game was the Josh Cribbs punt return, where he catches it, the guy hits him, and he fumbles, and they called him down. I'm like, he never had it long enough to have it. You know, that was a horrible call. That was a fumble. But I don't really think it affected the game that much. But the Colts just put it to him. Manning looked like garbage. Injured or not, that was still garbage. Yeah. It was bad. He looked like Andy Dalton in a playoff game. That's who I thought I was watching. I was like, are the Colts playing Andy Dalton again? So, yeah, but the Colts, I got to eat some crow, man. They showed up. That was great performance for sure. So, yeah, that's all I got. That's a little recap. Who I like in this week's matchups, I'm going to have to go Seahawks reluctantly, I think. Based on what I've seen from the Packers last week. Now, it's a week-to-week league, but if they play like that, the Seahawks will beat them by 14. If they play like they did against Dallas. So, even though Russell Wilson just finds a way to get it done, you know, I think I'm going to have to go with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm just going to have to. There is really nothing you can say why you think the Packers are going to win that game based on what you've seen when he goes up to Seattle. You know, obviously they can win, but I just think the Seahawks are going to take that at home. And then can the Colts show up one more time on defense? Because the last two times, I think the Patriots have ran over 200 yards each time. So they just dominate the line of scrimmage. So I don't see that changing. It's pretty much the same players. Maybe they got a scheme together. Maybe they're just playing well now. But I'm still going to have to go Pats, sadly. I want the Colts to win. But I think I'm going to have to go Pats. And we'll have a Pats-Seahawks Super Bowl. Ah, goody. No one will have anyone to root for then. But that's all I got. I've took enough of your time up. Bye-bye. Thanks again. Eastern Connecticut Sports Cards. Go check them out. And I'm out.